Hello, divine beings, peace, love, abundance, blessings. My name is AstroPapi, and today we're going to talk about Peacock animal medicine. So, if the peacock is showing up for you as a spirit guide, this is a beautiful time for transmutation work, self love, inner upliftment, but also flaunting in your radiant self expression and authenticity. Now, to be authentic in this life is to attract attention. And when you are in your authentic, creative, true flow of self expression, you will sometimes attract the opposition of others who are not there yet in their path. And what the peacock is here to do as a spiritual teacher and a spirit guide for you is to tell you to flaunt anyway, to tell you to be colorful anyway, to be vibrant anyway, to be just you anyway. The peacock comes in as a very strong solar plexus and heart chakra teacher and healer. Now, the solar plexus is our third chakra, and this is rooted in the core of our body, in our stomach, and this is all about our self-esteem. This is solar energy, and when the solar plexus is in an active state, that's when our inner confidence is strong. This is where we have a high sense of self-worth. However, y'all, if you don't feel like you're there yet, that's why this teacher is here. That is the journey to be human, right? It's to remind ourselves of our own beautiful divinity, of our own authentic soul expression. So the peacock is here to remind you to expand yourself, to release any self-limiting beliefs, any subconscious blocks about who you are and how you express yourself. Now, this also goes into the heart chakra because the heart chakra is also based in self-love, our ability and our capacity to love ourselves, our ability to be empowered in our vulnerability. So the peacock is here to remind you of just how beautiful and radiant you are and to transmute any past pains, any past heartbreaks. And I've noticed that the peacock animal spirit comes to people during times of maybe relationship endings, friendship endings, a moment after a tower card moment. So, the tower card in tarot is seen as a great chaos, a great destruction. And if we're looking at that in chronological order with the major arcana, right after the tower card comes the star, which is the rebirth. And in a lot of mythology, the phoenix could be seen as similar to the peacock because the peacock is the bird of transmutation. The peacock is able to consume poisonous plants in the wild, and the peacock also consumes small snakes. Now, I'm a little weary of any mythology that makes snakes look like they're all bad because serpent energy can also be transmutation and kundalini energy. So I don't necessarily like to say that all snakes are bad. But in the context of snakes being snaky, quote unquote, right? That means deceptive and manipulation. So the peacock can consume snakes, can consume poisonous plants. And this is the alchemy, this is the transmutation. But specifically, when the peacock is consuming poisonous plants, that's actually how it's creating these radiant colors, these radiant feathers. So when the peacock comes as a guide, it's about transmuting the pain of perhaps heartbreak, of how you were previously treated by others. And the peacock is here to remind you that your worth is not based on how other people see you, treat you, or say about you. And if you're in a position where maybe somebody made you feel smaller, somebody made you feel lesser than, somebody judged you or criticized you for your authentic self-expression, then the peacock comes in to remind you that your flow state, your natural essence, your natural being, the way you express yourself is beautiful. It's needed to be shown. It's needed to be bright. And for as many people who might give you resistance for just being yourself, there are way more people who are going to love you for being the authentic self, for you being authentically you, all right? The peacock for me is a guide also when it comes to my wardrobe. The peacock is like, yo, be extra. Be whimsical, be flamboyant, be superfluous, be colorful. Express your range of creativity, express your range of self love, express your range of self confidence. And people who truly value confidence are people who are also in their confidence journey. People who see confidence as arrogance, that's their own internal block. So when the peacock comes to you as a teacher, as a guide, you gotta strut your feathers because you are doing a disservice to yourself if you don't. And the peacock struts its feathers to attract the right opportunities, the right love, the right friendships, the right connections, the right relationships. So this is also about integrating people in your soul family by you being authentically you. And that's something that I'll say if you feel like you're alone right now in your path. You feel like maybe you're alone in your spirituality, because the spiritual journey is a journey of alchemy and letting go of people time and time again, letting go of friendships, relationships, letting go of jobs. And it's not that we're supposed to get stuck in this feeling of we're going to be alone forever or isolated forever. It's the understanding that when we let go of an old life, the universe always has to bring something new. After every ending is a rebirth cycle, and the peacock is here to say, yo, your rebirth era is here, and you have no idea yet how beautiful and vibrant it's going to be. Now, the peacock for me specifically came with connecting with two very important deities in my path, and I can do separate videos on them if y'all want. The first is the mother Oshun, who's also the maiden, right? In the Yoruba pantheon, Oshun is the Orisha of beauty, abundance, joy, sensuality, and self-celebration. And then we also have the Greek goddess Hera, and I have her statue here. Hera is a very, very misunderstood deity, and I'm gonna make a video of her soon as well, along with Oshun, because Hera is disrespected by the patriarchy, and a lot of what Homer has said about Hera is just lame. And Hera is actually a very ancient goddess, and I'll go into that in a separate video. But when Hera came to me as a spirit guide, it was really about raising my standards for myself, really working on blocks in my self-worth. And she walks with the peacock to say, yo, elevate your self-perception, elevate yourself, and do not be afraid to stand big. Do not be afraid to stand tall. Do not be afraid to be your full self. And if people cannot match your worth, sometimes they're going to make you just feel smaller on purpose so that you can lower yourself to their frequency, their low frequency, their perhaps self-hating frequency, and now y'all are like caught together, right? But when you're in self-love, yo, you gotta vibe with people who are also in self-love. If you're in a confidence journey, then you gotta vibe with people who are in a confidence journey and moving upward and moving forward. So the peacock is just here to say, strut your feathers to really attract the right people, places, and things. For me, the peacock as well has told me like, yo, be you, like be colorful, be radiant, be flamboyant, and watch how the world will love you because of it. And I feel like when I've connected with Peacock Medicine, specifically for my business as a full-time reader, as a full-time psychic, and just me attracting clients, the Peacock comes in to say, when you share yourself, when you are vulnerable, when you are authentically you, the business will come, the right clients will come. And that's definitely been the case. So I'm definitely grateful to the Peacock for being a teacher. Now I'm gonna link like YouTube videos, and I'm shuffling a tarot deck because I feel called to just post some cards on behalf of the Peacock Spirit. But I'm gonna put a link under this video. There's like Peacock meditation music, Peacock frequency music, and when I meditate to that, I see peacocks around my solar plexus and my heart chakra and just around my body, and I see peacock feathers opening and just clearing energy away, clearing things out. I also use peacock feathers in my spirituality. So for altars for Oshun or Hera, if y'all work with them, you can have this. You can have peacock feathers for like self-love work, a self-love altar, or just an abundance altar, because remember, peacock is attraction. So I also use a peacock feather and just move it around my body, saying self-love affirmations, confidence affirmations, beauty affirmations. Now I'm going to pull some cards using the Ethereal Visions Tarot deck and see if there's any other messages that the peacocks have to say at this time. I just see the peacock showing like a giant mirror, and the peacock is just here to tell you about the brilliance and radiance of yourself. We have the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands is like, if the peacock is coming to you, maybe you've had to go through a lot of battles regarding your self-love journey, your self-esteem journey, and the peacock is here to remind you of your worth, remind you that Your life purpose is to be your authentic self, to be your radiant self. I'm seeing like inner child connection as well. Like this is about thinking about who you were as a kid before society conditioned you to play small or you were scolded for being yourself. And where can you tap back into that inner magnificence of who you are? The next card that we have is the Tower. Didn't I mention that? So the Peacock is here to transmute past pains, past heartbreaks, past experiences, and wants us to change our self-concept, to change our narrative of who we are. So if you feel like you're going through hurt, you feel like you just got out of a tumultuous relationship, the Peacock is here to take you back home and taking you back home to the inner you. Then we have the Three of Cups. The Peacock is here to bring you good friendships, good relationships, good co-working relationships, good colleagues, good partnerships. And it's like once you configure the energy of self-love, the energy of a elevated sense of self-worth, and that's a journey. I'll do a video on self-worth as well if y'all want. Once you elevate that, you just start attracting better people and you start attracting way better outcomes. So the magic is within. And once you have that locked and loaded within you, like, yo, I'm that badass, I'm that king, I'm that queen, I'm that royalty. That is truly when you attract all the right opportunities, experience, people, places, and things. The last card that we have is the Eight of Swords. This is about inner freedom, breaking out where you could subconsciously be blocking yourself, blocking your flow, and blocking your creativity. Okay, I'm hearing one more card. One more card. Let's take out one more card. We have the Well. Now, in this deck, the Well is seen as the well within and going within yourself to find all the answers that we need. So this is the affirmations of beauty is within, wealth is within, joy is within, love is within. And once I find this within myself, it'll radiate and manifest outward. And this will bring in so much joy, so much love, so much peace. So in that relationship with yourself, when that self-concept, that story that you tell yourself about who you are is empowered and enriched and transmuted and alchemized to be raised up, that is truly when a lot of beautiful experiences come into your path, all right? My name is AstroPapi. I hope that this video was a service. If you would like to book a private reading with me, I do spiritual consultation, spiritual mentorship, and psychic divination. You can find it all in my about below. Stay beautiful, stay abundant, stay great. I appreciate y'all.